got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.
Hey everybody, how you doing? And welcome to Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited, another classic NitrosTake live coming at you tonight here on the channel. I'm of course Kellen Nitro. Joining me tonight is two of our great contributors here on the channel, and we will bring them in right away. First off, it is the man, the myth, the house, the Moorhouse. How you doing, sir?
I have the Christmas cold, so I am
trying
trying to stay warm, but the weather's turned around, so that's good.
Yeah, the weather has turned around. That stuff. Sorry about your illness, but yes, it is the time of year. 'Tis the season for sniz and snuffles, I guess. So there we go. And of course, joining us tonight as well. You know him, you love it, love him, I should say, and he loves it, I should say. I believe in Craig Fraser, and I believe in the Edmonton Elks. Yes, absolutely. Going for it in 2026.
Gotta rep the green and gold. It's bold.
Green and gold is bold. Yes.
Tony Ramos.
He's
got to throw in the Brian Hall impression.
I'm trying to do Macho Man. Green and gold is bold.
Green and gold. Oh yeah.
With my illness, I will not do any voices.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're probably wise to not do that. So,
I got my flu shot, and I'm convinced it's helped me not get sick.
Oh,
I didn't get one either. So
maybe.
Okay. So
mind you, the bane of my existence 5 years in running was I always got strep throat.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I should just get my tonsils taken out, but
yeah.
That
would like lay you up big time. Like as a kid, if you get your tonsils taken out, it's nothing. But if you're an adult and get your tonsils taken out, it's like, yeah, you're done for like a week and a half.
It's much more severe, I guess.
That's right. Yeah, because everything's all interconnected and that stuff. Whatever.
My wife
you're removing an important organ.
my wife, she got it late, and she had infection. She had to go in the hospital because her lungs were closing up, so she couldn't breathe properly.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's like getting circumcised as an adult.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hi-oh. Right. Since it is our first show after Christmas, I'll just do the honors of going around the table here as we potentially await Mr. TL as well. He'll be our fourth if he does decide to join on the call tonight and that stuff. But Moorhouse, other than the sickness, how was the Christmas? Good?
Yeah, it was good. It was I got to see some of my family and some of Jacqueline's family, so that was good.
That's good.
Lots of food. I'm cookied out. We still have so many cookies, and I don't want to see sugar. I want to replace it with a vegetable.
Yes. Nobody eats my cookies. Anyway. And Craig, were you down with the Christmas? Was that the deal?
Yes, we were not as busy. We still had 3 dinners to go to, but it was smaller dinners, and it was we paced ourselves, and everything was good. And I got yes.
Oh, here we go. Wait a second. We got a gift.
This is a gift from my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
To Diane.
Cool. Yeah. Shout out.
Kleenex. We got a box of Kleenex.
This is a wooden box. That inside of it is
what's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? Well, I can go into it. It's a 6-episode escape room that you can do at home.
Oh,
but it's this company that makes these homemade escape rooms based on the excursions of Ernest Shackleton.
Oh, wow.
So as a history buff, I was like, fantastic.
That's cool.
I'm going to go just explore the mysteries of the Nimrod, which was the name of his ship. You can look it up.
The Nimrod, yes. There we go.
Shackleton escape action.
Yeah, okay. So I saw something about that like the past month on YouTube about Shackleton and the Nimrod.
There you
I
go.
think they're just poking fun at the name of the ship, but yes, there we go.
Probably.
Or they're marketing to you.
Oh, maybe.
They, you know what? They might have been. Well, it was a gift.
Yeah.
It was marketed to me through my mother-in-law. So maybe
Mm.
it's getting really scary with how much they're able to target you. I know you're.
We don't know it's heavy algorithms we'll never understand.
As someone who works in marketing, the data sharing that goes along, like the tracking of like just searching on your phone, it is.
I can imagine.
Horrifying. Like, I mean, I understand the people that say like, "Oh, our phones are listening to us," and I'm like,
yeah,
technically they are.
They are.
They're
Yeah.
also just monitoring everything that you're texting and searching. And
I once worked for a company where they tracked cookies of active people on their web browser, where we could see where their address is, what their postal code is, how many times they've been on our site, what their favorite place is.
It's unreal.
Well, I buy that. Yep, that's a thing.
That's unreal.
Creepy. It was creepy, that much power.
That is unreal. I can't believe that. But yeah, I do believe that too.
I also launched our company's first AI commercial for Norseman.
Oh, okay.
For insulated tarps, where I had the ice zombies attacking the Vikings, and they hid behind their barriers of insulated tarps. It's quite
nice. I'll have to see this.
Yes.
I have to see this for sure later on. Definitely. All right. Well, we'll get going with the show as everybody starts to file in, or if you're just watching at home or on, let's see, we're streaming out to YouTube, we're streaming out to Facebook, and we're streaming out to Instagram through the @Kellen Nitro Instagram tonight. So big shout out to everybody, and throw in your comments. How was your Christmas? And we'll do the discussion there. But the topic of discussion tonight is, well, it was my turn, boys, for a pay-per-view pick, and I decided to pick the 1995 Royal Rumble that was at the USF Sundome in Tampa, Florida. That's like our thing. And shout out Moorhouse for the AI poster. There's a lot going on there. I love it. It's
wild.
That's a party I'd want to kind of partake in. That would be great, you know. Hang out on the beach, cook some, have a barbecue. Craig, you look like you're just enjoying the ocean big time.
I imagine I must be like lying on my stomach because like in the background you see Moorhouse and Ty jumping on the beach playing volleyball.
Yeah,
I'm seemingly further inland, but I must be lying on my stomach.
I like the faux Pam Anderson lifeguard we got too. This guy kind of like, oh, you boys.
I had a problem with the AI because AI got really mad using her likeness in any way. So I just had to say generic blonde lifeguard.
And you know what? You nailed it. So just smoked it out of the park. That's great. I love it. So but I figured we'd change it up this time because Moorhouse, you are a physical media collector, much like myself. You happen to have the WWF Royal Rumble 1995 on VHS as if it rolled out. And don't worry about grabbing it from the desk. We saw it, I think, during the one of the streams we did.
I already put it away. Yeah,
there we go. But anyway, this is the cover of it, of said Royal Rumble. Sorry, Craig, we're covering your lovely face, but there we go. It is. So we decided to watch the Coliseum video edit of the 1995 Royal Rumble and base our reviews and opinions off of that. So thank you again, Moorhouse, for the tape rip. And we'll start things off. WWF was knee deep in their handshake agreement, or their, I guess, alliance, would you say, with Acclaim Entertainment at this point. There is a ton of Acclaim products interspersed throughout this video, like a ton of them. Like it is insane the amount of Acclaim stuff we got.
You know what? I Googled Acclaim after the first, before I started watching the matches, because I was like, what happened to Acclaim?
Yes.
Because I was like, they did all these kinds of games. And what I found out was wild.
Yeah.
some of the reasons why Acclaim is technically not around anymore.
Do tell.
Yes, they've been somewhat resuscitated lately. Like there's like trying to make more like online streaming and like Steam for downloading Acclaim games, and they're trying to get back into that.
Retroware is in too, so you know.
So yeah, I was like, Acclaim, apparently they're still around. And actually, funny enough, the modern iteration of Acclaim, one, the ownership team is none other than someone who appears on this pay-per-view than Double J Jeff Jarrett.
Really?
He
Wow.
he has an ownership stake in the current Acclaim company. And I was looking at some of the reasons why Acclaim when she went bankrupt, because they had some big name games. Like I think Turok at one
was the big one. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And they lost it because they got sued because when they were in the UK, I think it was Turok, I think Turok 4 or something, or I don't know which one it was they were unloading at that time.
Yeah.
But they had a naming contest. They said, if you name your kid Turok, we will like give you like some kind of like prize. Like there was this whole thing, but then it got uncovered that it was they hired a bunch of actors. It
was a lifetime of like free games or something like that. Right? So,
and it was just a publicity stunt, but it was like there was people that were actually doing it. So people actually named their kid that, but they didn't realize it was a sham. So they got sued over that. And then apparently they did another thing with, I think it was, I don't know, some kind of like crypt themed game. I don't know if it was like some kind of like Doom knockoff that they were doing, but they tried to buy legitimate grave tombstone space around different places and cemeteries and tried to put their game advertisement on actual cemetery headstones.
So sorry about your dad, by the way. Played Grimstone.
Played Grimstone
for the N64 and the PlayStation 1.
And the funniest thing to me is one of the final blows that where they realized that they had to file for bankruptcy, Chapter 11, I think.
Yeah.
Bankruptcy was there was a game they did around the Olsen twins, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. And apparently there was something about the Olsen twins, something about not getting paid the royalties for their likeness in the game, and it sank them.
Don't forget,
Mary Kate and Ashley killed the plane.
Late 90s, early 2000s, the Olsen twins were huge. They like basically had the preteen to tween female market cornered with anything they did. So
so I guess, I mean, some game companies, they make a couple bad titles and they go under, but Acclaim, they sold off Turok because they needed to pay like legal fees and stuff like that, and they just couldn't come back from the Olsen lawsuit. And then years down the line, Heath Ledger OD'd in one of the Olsen twins' apartment, and that was the end of the Olsen twins. So there you go. So.
Those aren't related items at all.
What? How did this have to do with the? Did Heath Ledger pass out playing Turok?
No, it's an unrelated addition to your.
It's just a. Did you know?
This is just a quick did you know? Yes, exactly. So anyway, we got Acclaim trailers off the top for the Spider-Man animated game. We also got
good game.
We also got one for True Lies.
All the Schwarzenegger games I thought are movies that should get games. I didn't think True Lies.
I forgot that True Lies had a video game. Yes.
Commando, sure. Terminator, of course.
Yes.
I mean, Predator, absolutely. True Lies.
Kindergarten. What about Kindergarten Cop? Why didn't we make Kindergarten Cop the game?
I mean, I guess you could. Like, it kind of be like a fun game. You get the kids the class. It's like
they're just running around and that's
to carry a kindergartners across the road without.
Come on, do it now.
Get out.
And then, because they're a video game company, of course, you're going to have some sort of medieval sorcery, whatever. An Oculus game called Warlock.
I've heard about this game. It was a little before my time, but
So, by the way, more on that coming, because as we get to the kind of the rollout, the presented by Coliseum Video, it stops, and then all of a sudden Todd Pettengill and his big fat head appear. Like it's Todd TV all of a sudden. And it says, hey, wait a minute. I've got some strategy tips for you guys at the end of the game. So, or at
you
the
want
end
to
of the
get
video,
good at NBA Jam? Then watch after the credits.
We have codes for NBA Jam. We have codes for True Lies.
It was 95. That was like, was this the Jordan retirement year? Or was that 94?
He was already retired right now.
Yeah, he's playing baseball. Yeah,
he doesn't come back till late 95.
Yeah, he's playing baseball.
Akeem Olajuwon was the guy to be playing NBA Jam.
I've seen a lot of Anthony Hardaway gameplay in the video.
A lot of Penny. Yeah, a lot of Penny.
That's so.
That was the game where you're like, I can't wait to be the Bulls, and then you're like, where's Jordan?
Yeah,
It's just
they're not
Pippen.
good.
Just Pippen.
Everybody was making Michael Jordan on create a character, just like
Yes, right.
it was like I think what that would have been NHL 2000. I think it was the first one without Gretzky, and
Everybody just makes Gretzky. Yeah,
everybody just makes Gretzky. Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody made Gretzky for years until they finally dropped him in as a legend in like 14 or something like that, or whatever.
They're always in the game now.
Yeah. Now they have the entire alumni in the game now. You could have like 2 separate leagues if you wanted to. It's crazy.
Well, it's because they do the trading cards game in EA.
That's
so
right, the
HUT.
Yeah,
Digital trading cards.
Hockey Ultimate Team. That's right. We get a WrestleMania 11 trailer right after that. Of course, teasing the release of WrestleMania 11. Don't forget the copy you have, Moorhouse. That would have been, as I watched it back in the day, a video rental at Blockbuster back in the day. Of course, they would show up on, re-releases on those days, at all the video stores and that stuff, at least a copy or two. And so if you missed the pay-per-view the first time, you could wait a couple of months and then rent it for a weekend or whatever for like $3.99 or $4.99, whatever it was back in the day. So.
Yeah, this event, I think it said it was on tape around April, which is about the same time Mania was just finished up. So
I was going to say, yeah, because that's a March Mania, I think, in '95, is it not? So
yeah. So it's usually 3. I remember it usually being 3 to 4 months after a pay-per-view, the tape would come out.
Yeah. So there we go. Brawl in the Family, which is another Coliseum video exclusive. We get a trailer for that, which incidentally, by the way, if you're watching or listening to this right now, you can go to the WWE Vault YouTube channel as of, what's the date we're recording this? Oh, December 28th, 2025, and go watch that video because they just released it like earlier today, like legit, like hours ago. As we taped this.
You could watch all these highlights from Superstars and Raw.
Yeah, exactly. It's about an hour 49 I saw for runtime. I don't know if I'm vibing for that or not, but anyway.
Yeah, and it's just nothing but Superstars matches that aired previously. So
we go finally to the behind the scenes portion, which was the countdown to Rumble 95, which it was called on the slipcase or whatever. Let's double check that. Yeah, it includes the countdown for Royal Rumble 1995. It is hosted by Ray Rougeau, complete with mustache. So there we go. So it's still a mustached version of Ray Rougeau at this point. We hear from King Kong Bundy. We hear from Captain Lou Albano cutting a promo for
with the Barbarian.
The Barbarian Sione that they brought back in as a head shrinker at this point.
Yeah, I just call him Head Shrinker Barbarian.
Because Samu had left the company. That's why. So they're like, hey, Barbarian looks Samoan. He's Samoan. Boom.
He's Tongan, I guess. They're all
there we
together.
go. Tongan. Yeah, as the bloodline has taught us in past.
Polynesian.
Yes. There we go. Polynesian. Yes. Owen and Bulldog's promos I thought were probably the two best ones. Like I like Bundy's, but Owen's promo was good and Bulldog's promo was good. So
yeah, I liked Owens. Bundy's was all right too. I mean, but Bundy was a big favorite, I think, in this match to win. He's one of the monsters, big guys they had at the time, and I don't know. I the three of them, the two Samoans and they're just screaming.
Captain Lou,
just yelling into the camera. It was kind of like, what? Like,
Billy, head shrinker, Billy, want to win.
One of you speak once at a time, please.
Yeah, one at a time, please. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then we cut to I think the opening of the actual pay-per-view because
we have one more segment. We have Pamela Anderson arriving in her limousine.
I was going to say.
A bunch of jobber wrestlers excitedly act like school children.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's the actual open of the actual pay-per-view because I recall seeing that on the Rumble box set that I own, and I think that's also on Netflix on the 95 Rumble playback if you get a chance to watch that or whatever. Yeah, so it's the white limo rolls up. It's Pamela Anderson. Yes, the winner of the 1995 Royal Rumble match. Not only gets the main event slot shot at the WWF title at WrestleMania, but will be escorted to the ring by Pamela Anderson. Ooh.
We have a woman as a prize.
Ooh.
I love how she gets out of the car. This is 90s Pamela, so she's just not
so Pam in her prime, yes.
This is prime Pam, yeah.
And she gets out of the limo, and it's just the first thing you see, like the first line of wrestlers that crowd the car, like is Doink the Clown and
Tatanka.
There's the three at the front, like, and I was like, yeah, clapping. I was like, this is gross. Like, I mean, I was like, and especially knowing like this is right before, or just I think this is right as Pamela was getting really big with Baywatch.
Yes.
And,
yeah, and the Tommy Lee video comes out later this summer.
Later this
okay,
year.
so it is a 95. Yeah.
She marries Tommy Lee. I knew this is right around the time she married Tommy Lee.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was knowing what everything that she had to go through during this time, and everything she had to go through since poor Pamela.
Yeah,
you know, I was just like, God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she got a nice paycheck, but I was just like, just Tony's drive. Just, I was like, oh, and she just runs
What
into
a
the locker
woman.
room. Aren't you glad you're here, Pam?
Just watch out for Dink. He's a little weird.
Watch out for Dink the Clown.
That's the one you have to watch out for. Yes.
His name is Dink.
The leg all over again.
Yeah.
That's how they acted. Was like a bunch of mini-me's.
Basically, right? There we go. Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler are your commentary team here. And we've talked about in the past how sarcastically we love this duo.
They're unbelievable.
But if it's a big 4 pay-per-view or a big 5 pay-per-view in the mid-90s, chances are you're going to get Vince and Jerry as the commentators. So, I mean, they are the commentary team at Mania. This is their commentary team at Rumble. They were the commentary team at the Survivor Series, which we've done the review for, so go back and
I don't think Jim Ross comes back until late 96.
That's right. Yeah. So this is during Ross's, I think, first bout with Bell's palsy, I think. So
because I didn't think he went to WCW at this time.
No, he didn't.
No. He's on the IL, the injury list. So,
Okay.
Or IR, I should say.
Yeah, so he comes back
with
fake Razor and fake Diesel in 96.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right, because they leave. Diesel and Razor Ramon aren't in the company much more after this.
They have a full year left.
Full year. Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, let's start cutting down some matches here, guys. There's only 6 on the card, so it's a tidy, quick one. Well, it's 2 hours, 51 minutes. Who am I saying? It's anything but quick. The WWF Intercontinental title match was first. And this was the champion was Razor Ramon taking on the challenger Double J Jeff Jarrett with the roadie in his corner. What was the runtime for this one? This one was
18 minutes.
18 minutes and 6 seconds as I go down and say, "Oh, Undertaker!" At the bottom of the screen is the Nitromaniac TV's Undertaker with all the results and news from the card. Should also mention there was a dark match prior to this. Buck Quartermain defeated the Brooklyn Brawler by pinfall. There's no time on Wikipedia. And that is the first and last we'll ever hear of Buck Quartermain.
He apparently, I just read his wiki. He becomes a TNA guy for a bit.
Oh, okay, great. So it must have been in their weekly pay-per-view era because I have no knowledge of him in TNA. So, and I was not watching during the weekly pay-per-view era. So, but anyway, there we go. This opener with Jarrett and Jarrett and Ramon, I should say, for the Intercontinental title. Kind of a there's a reoccurring theme throughout the night that we start to see here, in that match comes to a conclusion and the ref overrules it and says, "Nope, match continues."
Must continue.
I don't know. I didn't like this.
Yeah, it's off-putting, isn't it?
I don't know. Like, I guess it was kind of like, I was like, that's interesting. Cause like, that was the thing. I always checked the results, and I went on the pay-per-view, like just the Wikipedia page before I watched it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I did see Jeff Jarrett wins. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then they do the whole thing where, Razor's outside of the ring. They do the out bump. I thought ultimately this was a good match. Like, I thought
it's a good opener.
I thought Jeff played a chicken heel fantastically in this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the risk of sounding controversial, it's one of my favorite openers I've ever seen on a WWF pay-per-view.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. TL is not here to overreact.
I know. I was going to say
this is your Brett Owen.
It's one of my favorites. I don't say it's the favorite.
Brett Bulldog and SummerSlam.
This was the greatest match Kellen's ever seen.
It was a good match. and then because then like Ramon does the out, and I thought they did a great job of selling the hurt leg and the hurt.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's great storytelling in that.
You knock the giant down, and then the count out. Yeah.
And then here comes Road Dogg or Roadie at the time.
Yeah.
Road Dogg takes him out at the knee, and then they do the count out, and I was like,
yeah.
Because they ding ding ding, and then the
But then Jeff's like, you chick red green belly, get back in here. You don't get a count out.
Which is a role reversal, because in modern wrestling parlance, the heel never does that. It's usually the face that calls out the heel
It's weird
champion.
for a heel to be like, let's continue.
Yeah.
And then like a GM or somebody comes out and says, you know what? Right. You're right. Restart the match right now. And then the heel's like, what? Right. And then there's then you do a roll reverse, and then usually the face wins.
Yeah. So this is
backwards. Yeah, this is
this is backwards. And I think this is one of the first times I've ever seen that where it was reversed like that.
Where the heel is begging for the continuation. Yeah.
Again, kind of off-putting. It's like, really?
Yeah. I'm wondering if there's maybe, and this could be just conspiracy nonsense, but like, I mean, I think at this point, with a year left before they left, like, where maybe contract talks already happening with Razor and Diesel, and like,
I think they start in the middle of 95. I think at this point they're still, really happy with where both guys were at the company.
They have a lot of creative pull right now.
They have a ton of creative pull. They have both of them have belts or are in title programs. As Razor, even though he loses the belt here, never really gets dumped out of that Intercontinental title program throughout the majority of 95. Like, he's always there in and around that title. So, that's
maybe. So I thought maybe the way that they did the whole thing with Jared calling him, I was like, because like because like it's Razor's home crowd because he's from Florida.
Yes,
or he's billed out of Florida. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's from it's Tampa, and I think he's a Miami guy. So there we go. Yeah. He's home state, and he would have developed as Scott Hall in Florida.
He's originally from Maryland, but his character's from Florida.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So definitely a Razor crowd. They were behind him the whole way. But yeah, it just kind of made him look a little chintzy. And then he gets back in there, and then he loses
pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. The ending of this match kind of took me away a little bit.
It is a little bit. Yeah, this is not the best Razor Double J match that you'll see. The one that we did for WrestleFest 95 is not the best Razor Double J match. We'll see. The best Razor Double J match you'll see, ironically, is on one of the worst WrestleMania cards you'll ever see, on that WrestleMania 11 card, in a few months when they do the rematch for this. That's the one that everybody remembers and that stuff, because it's such, that's the presentation that they wanted to present at that time. So like I said, I still like this match.
They didn't have to work that hard.
They
didn't do a lot of moves.
They could tell that these guys had chemistry, though.
Yeah,
because they were.
It was more storytelling than wrestling.
It was. Yes. Yeah. Great opener. The crowd is hyped for this and that stuff. Razor using the choke slam in 95 as an early match offensive move popped the hell out of me. I'm like, oh, he could be in AEW now. Look at that.
He's a big guy. He's over 6'4", so he's got to be able to do a choke slam.
He's too tall for AEW. Too tall for AEW.
No, that's right. Look what they did with Lance Archer, right? So, But anyways, the match restart, always a weird deal, but we have a new Intercontinental Champion with Double J Jeff Jarrett there. And so we go to the back, and what was your thoughts here? I think we've discussed her before, but Stephanie Wyand is back in the mix as a backstage.
I don't think they were quite ready for her to be on camera at this point.
She seems scattered throughout this entire thing. Like, she's just like she's holding on to the tail of the tiger, and it's just going all over the place.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that the communication with her and her production team wasn't that smooth.
I don't think so. No, I kind of got that vibe.
Because I think they showed her too early before Jarrett was there, so they had to cut to something else and then bring her back. But then they ran out of time with her.
That's exactly right. But great cover because she flew right to the it was a pre-tape with Todd with Pam Anderson in Pam Anderson's dressing room, basically, introducing the fact that yes, Pam Anderson, look, the real Pam Anderson is here, not a fake stunt double. It's actually her.
My note here is Pamela Anderson is putting in Brock Lesnar level efforts tonight.
She throughout
She's
the night
cashed a check at this point.
Yes, Pam seemed like she was like, "This is really great." That was her enthusiasm. Oh wow!
Yeah,
The Heartbreak Kid. Wow.
A photo of
wow.
of Shawn Michaels and a Vader, or what is it? Bam Bam Bigelow Bear.
I have a still I'll show later. When we finish the Rumble match, remind me. I have a still that kind of it explains everything. Yes, but we'll hit that when we get to that point. But yes, it goes right back to Stephanie, who calls Jeff Razor Ramon. So yeah, she's kind of flustered at this point. Yep. Razor, I mean Jeff.
So who's she?
And he's just
sorry.
So she was a Todd Pettengill female version that they brought in late '94, and then she was only around for 7 months until they let her go around SummerSlam.
There was rumor at this time that the WWF had a 1 hour time slot on a New York local TV weekdays set, where they were going to do a WWF magazine type show, and that Todd and Stephanie Wyan were going to be like a morning zoo crew talking about WWF stuff, but it was going to be like interactive,
so like Regis and Kelly type thing.
But they were like going to do, on
talking smack, but on basic New York cable.
Yeah, on like new NY55 or something like that, or a channel that they've like a local ABC affiliate or something like that. And
PBS.
Yeah. And that was the whole idea. And then once that got scrapped, they were actually shopping these two as a morning show duo for an AM radio morning show somewhere in New York or whatever, where they would just talk about WWF stuff for like a 3 hour, drive time morning show or something like that. Because they kind of have that energy, but it's not the good morning show energy. It's like oh my God, these guys are corporate shills playing,
They don't really have
6 in the morning.
They don't have chemistry, and they come off like they are from Treehouse TV.
Yeah,
it's not so much Crash in Mars; there's a crash on Mars.
Yes,
these two are the ones that crash the rover.
This is not the sauce for Ryder and Lisa. This is a knockoff of such. But there's always a joke running around some of the real insider wrestling forums and that stuff about potential sexual tension between Todd and Stephanie Wyan. But anyway,
they worked. I mean, they had the work late hours. So.
Take that for what it's worth. See, Craig is pondering that right now.
I'm pondering right now.
Yeah. He's going to write some
new definition of burning the midnight oil.
Speaking of burning the midnight oil, the Undertaker's out next with IRS.
That's right. Your guy is up next here, Craig. It's the Undertaker taking on IRS. Look at that still. That is just dead ass.
If you have no idea about wrestling or what it is, you're like, an Undertaker versus the IRS. Is this what kind of tax scheme is this?
The funeral home is being audited. That's what's happened.
Yeah, you've heard of death and taxes. This is death versus taxes. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Can I also just get a huge, nerd grudge off?
Sure.
I guess that was not the right word usage.
I want to ask you about the Druids after this.
Well, they have one Druid with a $sign on it.
That is precisely what I wanted to talk about. Were these Druids? Okay, now they're not Druids. Okay, they're not Druids. They're clearly monks.
Okay,
they're dark monks. Mm-hmm. They're not Druids. Druids look like Gandalf. All right, these guys are not Druids, Vince.
Just
the Druids.
They look like they're reverse KKK. They're like
black with the dollar sign.
Kellen, you mentioned that, and one of them is actually a blue brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
Okay, I thought one of them was Glenn Jacobs. I thought that was going to be huge.
I was going to say there is a tall guy in there. Yeah,
one was Jimmy Del Rey, and the other one was Jacob Blue.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
So you got one of the Harris twins, and you got one of the Heavenly Bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Poor Jim. Poor Cornette.
Those
are his guys.
One of the cool things about this match in particular is that it's kind of a really cool moment of like seeing Erwin R. Shyster, who is of course I think Mike Rotunda, who is the father, or uncle of Bray Wyatt.
No, father of Bray Wyatt.
Father of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And you think you go forward about the match of like, you know, the Undertaker passing the torch to Bray in the ring and doing that before he passed and all that stuff. It was kind of a really cool thing. So like I don't think I ever saw IRS versus Undertaker before. So this was kind of cool for that reason.
I will track down, because they talked about this. There was a huge monster truck show in Tampa the same weekend as the Royal Rumble. And so apparently there are photo and there is video on either on the Monster Jam website or maybe deep in the WWE archives and that stuff of Taker collaborating with the Gravedigger monster truck.
Gravedigger.
In which case, I will try to find, and maybe we'll get some wallpapers done of it or something. Because
was there a monster
that would be awesome.
Was there a truck called Tax Machine? Because then IRS can be on that one.
The Tax Machine. See, this is Halloween Havoc, you know, the monster sumo match before the monster sumo match here. So here we go. I love it.
Now, was the Undertaker at the monster truck show as the Undertaker?
Yes. Yeah.
In character.
Just not Mark Calloway in his like ball cap and
apparently he rolled out in the Gravedigger dressed as the Undertaker and then he just popped out. So
that's perfect.
That's why I'm saying
it's
got to exist somewhere. So I'm on
the my Undertaker. He's only here on a public appearance fee.
I'm on the motorsports side of things, so I will do a deep dive for that. I know the sources, so I will find out. But there is media of this that exists somewhere, so we'll try and dig that up. But yeah, the first bit of this match is Erwin avoiding Taker. Just, you know, the runtime for this thing is 12 minutes and 21 seconds. I'd say about 5 minutes of it is Erwin just running around the ring trying to, you know, avoid Taker. And Taker slowly kind of
also soiling his shirt so fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's sweaty in this match.
He is very sweaty.
He's very sweaty. Yes, absolutely. So these druids, in air quotes, monks. Okay, dark monks.
Dark monks, thank you.
They're the paid off monks.
paid monks, which is
paid off by Ted DiBiase. So
these are capitalist druids, apparently.
In his quest to kill a undead zombie man, the richest guy in the self-proclaimed richest man in the company decides to hire a couple of, you know, whatever former followers, shall we say, of the undead zombie man or whatever, to try to get after him. That, and then they just bumble. It's like this is corny as hell.
I know. I was like, take the steps out of this match. Just have a match between IRS and Undertaker. But
yeah,
and then they built the story around the urn the whole match. Like, that urn, it resurrects the Undertaker.
Yeah, there's something in that urn. There's something in that urn.
He's like, whenever Paul Bearer holds that urn over his head, McMahon, that's when the Undertaker sits up. And then, like, the next time he sits up, he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Anyway, Taker finally gets a tombstone on IRS and hits the 1-2-3. But post match is when all the stuff goes down. The Druids jump the Undertaker. Taker fights him off, and then King Kong Bundy shows up, and Taker goes eye to eye with King Kong Bundy. IRS jumps Paul Bearer on the outside and takes the urn, and Bundy jumps Taker and lays him out.
Without that urn near Paul Bearer, Taker's energy just was zapped.
Well, you saw him. He's trying to sit up, and he's like, yeah. Undead zombie man needs sugar or something. Diabetic coma.
I need sugar water now. Got some sugar.
He's diabetic Taker.
Yeah, the diet Taker.
Red and black.
So yeah, that's the thing. And then eventually in storyline, the urn ends up in the hands of Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine. Kama melts it down, and it becomes a chain, and then it becomes the fight for the urn chain in 95.
For most of 95, yeah.
For most of 95 for Undertaker.
Taker stuck with $1 million feud.
Until King of the Ring, and we have Mabel sitting on Taker's face and crushing bones.
And he becomes Phantom of the Opera Taker.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that was the infamous Mabel broke half his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the final match too. I don't know.
550 pounds falling on your face.
Oh,
Oof.
ouch.
And not in a fun way.
No.
Is there a fun way?
Is there a fun- Well, I got smacked in the face by 550 pounds, but I was on a roller coaster, so it was just so much fun.
Hashtag foreplay. No, just kidding. Anyways, we go back to the backstage.
I'm not
and we got
affiliated with this.
Moorhouse has had enough for the evening. We thank him for his contribution. So we go in the back, and it's Todd Pettengill. He's in the back. He's interviewing Diesel, who basically just blows him off and says, "I don't have time for this."
This is the dumbest
He
promo
goes
I've
to
ever
Brett,
seen.
and Brett says everything is if, and then continues to blow Todd off and say,
They both
"Listen, I
blow
don't
their
have time for
interviews.
this."
They're both like, "No, we're too busy."
I like how Bret Hart is still like at one point he actually says he's like, "Go have a nice night." He's like, "Go have a good night." Good night.
Go have a good night. Good night.
I have a question for
Cool way.
WHL fans. Was
Yes.
this the first appearance of the Hitman jersey before they arrived in WHL?
Because 94-95 was their first. No, 95.
I think it's before. I think it's before they even launched.
I'm doing a Google. Hang on. Calgary Hitmen.
Because he has a Hitman jersey in the back.
Yeah, and they just did their 30th anniversary, right? So,
They were founded in 94.
94, yeah, founded 94. So
this would have been first inaugural season jersey that he had behind him.
95, 96, yeah. Was their first
not
season.
even. Oh, so it's before then. Okay.
Yeah, 95, 96. So they wouldn't have started play until September. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. So this is when Brett put his ownership stock behind the WHL expansion team in Calgary. Yeah. At that time.
And marketing,
which was a great decision, just a lousy choice for a head coach. Like the lousiest choice for a head coach ever in the history of anything. Because this was Graham James as head coach of the Calgary.
That guy.
So look up your local true crime podcast after this if you want to find out more about the whole Graham James fiasco. But it's one of the darker aspects of Canadian junior hockey in history, and was probably the darkest aspect of Canadian junior hockey until this whole Hockey Canada thing in 2018 rose its once we were aware of all that stuff. So but anyways,
he was the guy around the Theo Fleury.
Yeah,
okay.
The Theo Fleury, Todd Holtz, Sheldon Kennedy,
pedo guy.
Yep, that Todd James, or it's that Graham James, I should say.
Yep. No, as soon as you said it, I knew.
Graham James. Yeah, that's right. Boy, how did we get sidetracked into that? Anyway, let's get that back on track here to the WWF title match. Oh yeah, because Brett's shirt, Calgary Hitman, right?
Yep. Bret Hart was not talking about Graham James.
Yeah, and I don't.
Speaking about playing with fire.
That's right. Thank you. We got Diesel versus Brett. So this was a WWF Championship match between the two hottest faces in WWF at that time in early 95. So this was an experiment by WWF. They basically had not really set up a heel to take the belt off of Diesel at this time, but they had a babyface in Brett that could give a good match. So the fear going into this match was, would Diesel turn heel? Because Brett was such a stone babyface with the crowd.
No, he wasn't. Brett was a heel in this match.
I guess it depended on who you cheered for in this match. If you were a Diesel fan, you booed Brett. But if you cheered for Brett, like Diesel got some boos too.
Brett was using a chair and breaking the rules and tying a person's legs around.
This is the beginning of the rampage of Bret the Hitman Hart throughout this entire pay-per-view. This man
Brett
is unchained throughout this entire pay-per-view. Just disrupting everything. Everybody talks about the Montreal thing. In a storyline sense, this is the Hitman just walking in and just opening fire on everybody.
Yeah, the thing with this match was, like, again, it starts pretty good, right? Like, it's hard not to like a Bret Hart match, and even Diesel's performing well. Like, Kevin's very mobile and stuff in this. Still,
he's with Bret. I think Bret can make everyone look great.
Yeah.
This is the second of the second of 4 matches, I should say, but the second of 3 real notable pay-per-view matches that these guys would have over 94 into 95.
Yeah.
So.
And then so it's like we did not hear that this was a no disqualification match.
This is
a normal match where I did point out Earl Hebner should be fired.
Yeah. So first we get Shawn Michaels that runs into the ring at around like almost like the 15-minute mark.
Yeah.
He attacks Diesel.
Yep.
And so you're like, okay, well, and again, I saw this before. I was like, it ends in a draw. It's like ends in a draw. Okay, that's not very common. And then so Shawn Michaels attacks.
The ref's like, whatever, let it continue.
Yeah, ref's like, okay, well, hey guys, we're gonna continue this match. I was like, okay. And then Owen comes out and attacks.
Does the same thing.
Brett does the same thing, and the ref's like, I guess we're even. The match can keep going. And then when they both come out at the same time, and
that's when he throws it out.
And that's when the ref's like, no.
The entire heel locker room at the
5
end of this
heels
thing rolls out. The 5 heels, including
Bob Backlund, Hart, and then Jeff Jarrett and Double J.
Double J,
Jesse
and
James,
don't forget the Heavenly Bodies are out there. So again, it's Jimmy Del Rey getting his paycheck on the night.
He's getting a lot of money.
He was a druid monk thingy earlier, and now he's running in as part of this schmozzle, and Tom Pritchard. So 2 out of the 5 heels that run in here get their contracts from somebody else, not from the WWF. They get their contracts from Jim Cornette and Rick Rubin and Smoky Mountain at this point. So
my concerns with this match were, Earl Hebner was letting everything ride until he just felt like, you know what? All right, now it's getting ridiculous.
It's the worst refereeing job in all of 95, I think, in a match. But it's you can see them working towards a lot of the spots you'd see in November of 95 when they finally have that match at the Survivor Series, which is the definitive Bret Diesel match. Like, it's the one that everybody talks about. Bret Hart doing a figure 4 in this match was, kind of different. I don't think he did figure 4s at this point. Like, even though the sharpshooter is like a reverse figure 4, this is like way different. A dive for the ropes by Bret Hart as well onto Diesel. So, some wild stuff. Yeah, exactly. And then Bret, because the novelty of 1 figure 4 wasn't enough, he hit 3 figure 4s during this match.
He's breaking down Diesel's leg.
Yes.
But then Diesel was working Bret's ribs.
Yeah. You can see this coming together, and then post-match, Bob Backlund has the crossface chicken wing locked in on Bret Hart to a nice pop, because don't forget, Bob Backlund, basically a psycho heel throughout the late 94 into 95, and fans know what he did to Bret, and they're like, oh, this is thinking back to Survivor Series in 94. Oh my, there's the finisher strapped on Bret that he couldn't get out of and that stuff. And then Diesel saves Bret from Backlund's crossface chicken wing just by running up and just basically putting a boot on the side of Backlund's head, because again, common knowledge, what was it, 6 days after Survivor Series, whatever it was, that MSG show where Backlund fought Diesel in the ring, and then it was a kick to the gut, a jackknife powerbomb, and 1, 2, 3, and Diesel's the new champion in like 9 seconds. So
exactly. So my concern here is Bob Backlund to me is not a threat, because he just lost the title in 7 seconds.
Oh God, yeah, he isn't. It's not. It's just that if he has a little bit of aura, this is it. But other than that, that's
his aura's gone. His aura's gone. He's on the downward already.
He's on the way out. Yeah, exactly.
Bob Backlund looked like he walks around and acts like he needs to be tranquilized. Like the guy's unhinged, just and he just comes in and like he's just fucking going wild as he's got the chicken wing locked in. I was like, this guy is like a rabid dog.
Yeah. A less entertaining version of Scott Steiner without the body too.
No Steiner math.
No Steiner math. Exactly. So, but yeah, so Diesel saves Bret from Backlund's crossface chicken wing, and then we go to the back with Todd Pettengill in Pamela Anderson's dressing room again, copying a peek.
This time she's changing clothes for no apparent reason.
Ooh.
Hot.
because we have the sexy Baywatch bouncy lady. Let's
Todd tries to steal a peek, being a pervert.
uh-huh. The adventures of Stephanie Wyan continues. She's in the backstage with the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly, and they saying they're finally get their chance at the belt and that they're going to win it. Darn it, they are the San Diego Chargers, and they got a chance at the Super Bowl.
No, the one thing I did catch is 1-2-3 Kids like, we're so excited, but we're also so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are gonna lose. Where's your pride?
Yeah, there is no pride in this one. And this is the finals of the WWF World Tag Team Title Tournament that was going on at the time. So the title is vacant. So we've got the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly taking on Bam Bam Bigelow and Tatanka. So the reason why the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly are even in this thing to begin with is because the Smoking Guns were supposed to be in this, but I think Billy had they say it was a rodeo accident in storyline, but I think in legit it was like a broken arm or something like that he got training or whatever it was. So he couldn't wrestle the first 2 weeks out of this tournament or whatever. I have the wiki right now up on it. I'm just trying to figure out what the reason for the vacancy was. Is it just because the
that was when Sean and Diesel had it, and
that's right
when they split up.
Yeah, that's when they split. Okay, that's the storyline reason for it. It's Sean and Diesel had split, and so therefore this is the vacant tag titles going to the line here and that stuff. And then of course you have your big $1 million corporation team of Bam Bam and Tatanka in this match. The runtime is 15:32, and by God, we have an upset, JR. Bam Bam goes for his moonsault finish, but Tatanka hits the ropes and knocks
like
him
an
out.
idiot. And
the 1-2-3 Kid rolls over and gets the 1-2-3. And so we have
you stupid idiot.
We have new World Tag Team Champions, the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly. Long may they reign. Actually, they lose the belt the next night on Monday Night Raw to said Smoking Guns. Greg Fraser understands. Thank you, guys.
You know what? The $1 million corporation, the more I think about it, reminds me of old Three Stooges bits.
Okay.
It's true.
Because they're always knocking into each other, messing
up. Is bankrolled by Scrooge McDuck? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Capitalist monks. Bumping into your opponent while he's on the top.
It's exactly a Three Stooges segment.
Antagonizing Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
This is all things we would see on the Three Stooges in modern day.
Yep. Well, of course, the big payoff for this, if you can consider it a payoff, because it is leads up to one of the worst WrestleMania main events in history. It is the confrontation between Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow at ringside. Fraser, this is probably your first time watching this, so your thoughts on that confrontation?
Well, I mean, this is 2 years after LT retired.
Yes.
So like he can still go, but he's also like, he's retired and still looks fantastic. But this is one of those things where I think at WWE at the time, I don't know what Vince's plan was, but it's like if you get actual big stars, because they started with Mr. T in WrestleMania 1.
I will tell you the plan after you're done your explanation.
And they brought in, was it Steve McMichael, who was a Chicago Bear, famously was on that team won
Mongo,
WrestleMania 20.
Mongo.
WrestleMania 20 win or WrestleMania 20. No, the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 20.
The Super Bowl Battle Royal.
Yeah, the Super Bowl Battle Royal.
The Super Bowl Shuffle guy. Yeah.
With Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, Steve Michaels on there. Yeah. But like I think it's one of those things. It just really goes to show that like just because you're a tremendous athlete, like Lawrence Taylor, literally one of the best linebackers ever touch a field. But like you could be a superior athlete, but it doesn't mean you're a good pro wrestler.
No.
Like you can't.
No.
You can't. And similarly, you can't step into the other field. Like I get it, Triple H. You pose and you got a bodybuilder body, but if you were on the NFL field, you'd get crushed out there.
Triple H does not have an NFL body.
Well, he just don't have the training for it. Not to mention, you would fail the drug test.
Like, what? What was it? Scott Steiner said he would take one when Triple H takes one.
Yeah, there we go.
Steiner was on it and he knew it and he called him out. perfectly. It was like, yeah.
Yeah. To back up that point there, you'll be shocked at this. The LT Bam Bam Bigelow match that main events to WrestleMania 11 in Hartford in a couple months' time. Guess how much time they allocate to that presentation?
I'm gonna say that was like a 50-minute match.
Lower, but you're in the ballpark.
12-minute match?
You're really close. 11 minutes, 42 seconds.
They gave them a 12-minute match.
They had a 12-minute match.
No,
yes.
no. See, this is because what you got to do is you got to protect the business, but you also got to protect the guest star.
That's right.
You don't do a 12-minute match with a guy that's never trained in pro wrestling. What you do is you have
it's 4 to 6 minutes at tops.
Bam Bam Bigelow versus some top face or some face guy at the time. I don't know. You could put him in there, Bam Bam with
Luger.
Yeah, exactly. You Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lex Luger, WrestleMania 11.
That's right.
And Lawrence Taylor's in
I
the
could go 11 minutes because people would watch that.
You have Lawrence Taylor come out and it's like, he's with Luger, like, hey man, I love your game, and it's like LT's in Luger's corner. Yeah. And Bam Bam
run the vignettes of Luger training, LT with LT getting some football training, stuff like that, whatever,
In the match at WrestleMania 11, it's I wouldn't have that the main event, but apparently it was the main event because
it was the main event. Yeah.
Yep.
I would maybe put it like third.
LT came to the ring with salt and pepper and the whole 9 yards.
Jesus. So
like just a little bottle of salt and pepper.
Oh man, might as well have.
What a man!
How you book it is you have Bam Bam, Lex Luger going at it like third spot. There's a couple things. Tatanka comes out, DiBiase comes out because Bam Bam's a part of the corporation.
That's right.
Have them do a spot where they come over, they screw Luger. LT jumps the barrier of the history of this moment. I like the setup. Bam Bam pushes LT. It sets something up. Something's going to happen between them. LT gets into the ring. He takes his shirt off. He looks jacked because he's still LT and does a spear tackle, does a football tackle, which he's done millions of times, and Bam Bam goes down. Yeah. And McMahon gives the ball. LT came in with a spear. LT jumps up. Right, people are going nuts. It's Hartford, right? It's New York.
Just do a spot instead of a whole match. Yeah,
lots of Giants fans in the building. It's like huge
in Hartford.
Great pop.
Oh yeah,
and then Luger gets up and jumps on the body, and then LT does the 3 count, or somebody ref comes and does the 3 count. LT's right there, celebrates with Luger.
That's another way you can involve LT too, is have him as a guest referee.
And then that's the thing. He's impartial the whole way, and then he sees Bigelow cheat and goes, no. I'm gonna take your ass out. Boom,
that's
big
right.
tackle, spear tackle. I do like how I'm not a big fan of him, but like when Pat McAfee, what was his big move? The punt, because he was a punter. So he comes on and kicks a guy. Yeah. That's his one move. And of course you buy it because you're like, that guy kicked the shit out of football.
So LT should be handing out spears because he's a tackler. That's what he does.
Exactly. So that's how you do it. But you don't be like, you can do a 12-minute match. It's just not that for the main event. Oh, no.
And he does.
While I agree with most of the points, we're talking about it, though, right? We wouldn't be talking about it if Lawrence Taylor was just hidden in the mid-card.
That's true. Exactly. And one final thing, Fraser, if we ever decide to do the WrestleMania 11 as a show review on this channel, that's if you have a leg up on this for sitting in with us tonight, guess whose moveset LT decides to copy basically move for move?
I'm going to guess because this is, and I'm assuming it's a WWF wrestler because he was.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I mean, he's probably going to do something that's a little more static. I would say like somebody like Undertaker.
Nope.
No.
Diesel.
I say, and Warrior. He uses some Warrior moves too.
He uses some Warrior moves too, but he does the shredder knees to the corner, the Kevin Nash shredder knees, and he does a very crappy jackknife to Bam Bam Bigelow at a point during that WrestleMania match.
Not a power bomb, but a middle bomb.
A middle bomb, yeah.
Like Bam Bam kind of flips up and LT just kind of pushes him out so he lands on it.
Basically,
yeah. And he basically just holds Bam Bam while Bam Bam does a flip in his arm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And there are vignettes that lead up to WrestleMania 11 that have Diesel training LT in the ring, because you have all these great wrestlers in WWF that have these great backgrounds. You have the Bret Harts. You have the abilities of like the Chief J Strongbows who are agents at the time, or Pat Patterson, or so on and so people that are known, that are like legends legendary figures in the wrestling industry that WWF still has ties to at this point. You decide to put your champion in charge of training the celebrity for his match.
Plus, the other issue is Diesel's not himself fully trained either.
That's right. Diesel himself is quite green. Only like 5 years in the industry. That's it, if that. So,
you have guys like, and was Terry Funk in the company at this time?
No. He was I don't know, WCW, I think, at the time.
He was in Japan. Him and Cactus Jack are blowing each other up in FMW.
They're doing death matches right now.
This is how vast the wrestling scene is in '95, Craig, is that you got this crap going on in WWF. You got WCW trying to appease Hulk Hogan, which is what they're doing. ECW is kind of bubbling in the undercurrents, but they're very underground at this point. Not a lot of people outside of the East Coast know what ECW is and that stuff.
They don't have TV yet, yeah.
And then you have the Puro Rezu just classics that are going on in All Japan and New Japan with like Kawada and the Misawas and guys like that. Mm-hmm. And then you have guys in FMW literally lighting themselves on fire and blowing themselves up in matches. Do not watch a WWF pay-per-view and then throw on an FMW card in the same night. You will be confused by the end of the evening what's going on.
Who is the big Japanese deathmatch guy?
Onita.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 95 is also the year of Onita as well too. I think he's huge in 95. So.
And it was like, so was NWA pretty much like dormant at this time? Like it was
NWA is dead. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The NWA is no more basically.
Shane Douglas threw the title in the trash
on an ECW show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So it didn't go. But yeah, so that's the dichotomy that you have with the biggest from WWF all the way down to what other people were watching. It's just all over the place.
I was going to add the NWA does eventually link with Smoky Mountain around this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Heavenly Bodies and the Rock and Roll Express need something to reignite their feud, and so it's over the NWA tag titles, brother. That's what happens. So
yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, fun times. So we see that of course that launches the LT Bam Bam feud going to the Mania. We have what I kind of liked too was Todd doing a video recap of the '94 Rumble. What happened the year before with Brett and Luger both getting tossed out and hitting at the same time, and what was going on. And then we go into.
I was going to say, I love Vince when they show that replay. It's like, and that will never happen again.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I remember seeing that. I was like, well, actually, and you're going to blow your quads out.
Yeah. And then they throw to the classic pre-Rumble, pre-produced promos that show up on pay-per-view. So we have HBK, who's calling out production botches during his interview. We have Luger, says he wants to put 94 in the past. Little did he know that was his apex, and that it's all downhill from here until about September of that year. So
he'll be leaving the company soon.
Mm-hmm. And then Vince apologizes to Lawrence Taylor in a tone that makes me think that somebody on set got shot.
This just in. The World Trade Center towers have been hit, and Lawrence Taylor's going to the hospital.
That's right. Yeah.
He's more somber talking to apologizing to Lawrence Taylor than he was the night that Owen Hart died.
But the other thing I do love, as soon as he's finished apologizing, he just turns his back to the camera like, get lost.
Yeah, he's just head down like, oh no, like that.
Yeah.
So
back to the ring.
The reason why Lawrence Taylor is involved in the hype to WrestleMania 11, just quickly, is because the NFL at this time was celebrating their 75th season. There was a huge gala, I think, in Phoenix, where they invited all these celebrities and that stuff. And they had talked about this a little bit during the Rumble pay-per-view. About the week prior, there was this huge gala in Phoenix. And it was Diesel, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels, I think, were the invited three. But they all three of them dressed in gimmick at this very influential and, the nationally broadcasted dinner where they honored like some of the legends of the NFL and stuff like that. So imagine you're watching like, you know, Walter Payton get honored. You're imagining, you know, all the old, you know, leatherhead helmet guys from the 50s and 60s get honored on stage and stuff like that. Then they pan over and you see at this one table a guy dressed up like a 7-foot trucker, a guy dressed up like an old-timey Undertaker, and a guy dressed up like a male stripper.
I also remembered at this time that Lawrence Taylor was. I was just checking it to reconfirm. He was definitely dealing with substance abuse at this point.
He was, yes, yeah.
He was in and out of rehab facilities for crack addiction.
So this basically was we scratched your back, NFL. Can you send us a legend to participate in our WrestleMania hype for this year? And they're like, LT will do it, sure.
He'll do anything.
Yeah. Do you really want to see Joe Namath versus Bam Bam? Come on.
Just Joe. I would want to see Joe Namath in a match against Ric Flair in a drunken turd match, just to see who can be the most obnoxious drunk womanizer. Hey, baby. Yeah, come over here. Baby, come over here. Woo, to the nature boy.
Yeah. Wow.
Oldest ride, longest line.
That's right. Exactly.
It's just the two of them in the ring, just trashed, while Pamela Anderson stands there and and just goes, I don't want to do this with either of you.
No, this is not my contract. No.
No.
He has a jumbo jet. I am the jet.
Yeah.
I played for the Jets, which back then would have been a flex. Now, not so much.
Not so much. They haven't been for like a decade, man. Yeah.
No.
Jets, Jets. 1995 WWF Royal Rumble match. Yes, it's time. So a thing that we like to do with Rumble matches here and that stuff, we'll do this quickly because it is a quick Royal Rumble match. And we'll
This is a Rumble on speed, man.
It is
fast.
So prior to the Royal Rumble for this year, it was announced that there would be some format changes to the Rumble. And one of which was with the intervals. They had been using the traditional 2-minute intervals for a long time. And I think was in 94, I think it was still the 2-minute interval, or they might have changed to 90 seconds. I'm not sure which. In order to kind of move things along on the show and make the match quicker and more digestible for television viewers, they decided to make the intervals into 1-minute segments, making this Royal Rumble in 1995 the quickest Royal Rumble in history.
Well, yeah, if you think about the entrance, that's 10 to 20 seconds to get to the ring. Then you're only in the ring for about 30 seconds before the clock starts ticking down again.
It clocks in at 38 minutes and 44 seconds. There is not one Rumble that is close to this in the history of WWE at all. Not even Rumbles that have had 20 men, because they still use the 2-minute intervals with it. I think
we did like the 91 Rumble. Which that was the Hogan one, right?
That's
Hogan
right.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, Hogan Perfect at the end.
And it was that was a long one. I remember watching it and being like, okay, yeah, there's some good spots, but I was like, oh my god, this is a long match. Mm-hmm. But then I think like the one thing about it is a very short Rumble, but I didn't mind it that it was short. I felt that this was a good Royal Rumble match. I'm not saying it's like an all timer, but I thought it was a good match.
It is good for people with ADHD that want surprises.
It could be. Yeah, I can see how it could be.
Because my problem is there wasn't a lot of time for the entrants to build their characters. You know, every entrance gets to do their spot or two before they move on, and there wasn't time for that here.
Yeah, that Rumble in 91 was an hour 5. What they call the greatest Royal Rumble of all time, which was the year after 92, that was an hour 2. So this being 38:44. It's
almost half, yeah.
Is almost half of it. Yeah, it's quite the it's quite the eye-opening thing, and I had forgotten about the interval changes when I picked this card. And man, was that it hit me in the face like a ton of bricks watching this. I could barely scribble notes. How fast the intervals were with people. It was just like, okay, quick note. go right.
My notes are nothing but entrances and exits, really.
Yeah, basically. So Pamela Anderson draws number 1. No, just kidding. She's the guest hostess.
She runs to the ring like the warrior.
Just everything flopping. Yeah, I'm like, it's Sable before Sable with her. Bring her out, get the crowd pop, wear something that's, revealing but not overtly so, and get the pop from the crowd, and obviously not wearing any sort of undergarment or anything like that.
Yeah.
The teams were on throughout the show. It was very chilly in the arena.
It's very revealing dress.
She was happy to be here, that she was getting paid to be here.
That's right.
She was happy to be getting paid there. And probably don't blame her.
So Moorhouse, because of how quick this will be a quick kind of shotgun version of would they have had a shot as we go through and we take a look and we basically say, hey, realistically in the in early 95, late 94, early 95, would this participant have a legit shot at the main event at WrestleMania? Do you see
marquee main event? That's
right. Do you see them fighting Diesel in the marquee main event at WrestleMania? So, and Craig, you can feel like you can play along too. So, entrant number 1 was HBK, Shawn Michaels. So yeah, he legit does have a shot at this, considering that most of the show has been built around him at this point.
He is the favorite child right now.
100%.
Entrant number 2, the British Bulldog.
Also, yes.
Has had some main event spots on Superstars leading up on this and on Raw. Not really gaining traction as a babyface at the moment, but yes, legit shot.
He has a shot, yeah.
Entrant number 3, Eli Blue. Don Harris with a Sideshow Bob haircut.
one of the twin brothers with SS tattoos on their arm. Very visible.
Yes, noted white supremacist as well. I forgot to mention that.
Yep.
I'm like, in my notes.
Well, there's a lot of racists in this Rumble.
I'm gonna say no for him.
No.
Eli Blue.
Entrant number 4, Duke the Dumpster Josie, who's
the garbage man.
He could work. He's from SMW, Smoky Mountain, but stuck with a crappy gimmick. No chance.
He's the garbage man.
He's the garbage man.
The garbage man is not beating Diesel. WrestleMania.
But that is a battle you would find at a truck stop, isn't it?
You would see 2 guys that look like both of them fighting.
The trash man versus the truck driver. Yeah,
both of them would have pot bellies.
The winner gets the last on the road.
No, there it is.
Entrant number 5, Jimmy Del Rey, SMW regular that became WWF Job Squad guy. So nope.
He has a funny gimmick though. He's very sexualized but very ugly.
Yeah. Well, he was the Heavenly Bodies were basically the WWF version of the Midnight Express.
Yeah.
With Cornette and the whole deal is what it was. So that's that. Entrant number 6, Barbarian, aka Sione.
New name Sione, yeah.
Yeah. The former Barbarian as a head shrinker because of Samu's injury, and yes, so no chance, obviously. But good to see Barbarian in a Royal Rumble again. So
he's back.
Yep. He is back, yes, for this one. And entrant number 7, Tom Pritchard, see Jimmy Del Rey, because that's Dr. Tom.
They're tag team partners.
Tag team partners, yes. Entrant number 8, I wish TL was here. It was Doink. TL's fave. As a face, no chance. No chance. Yeah. Maybe as a heel from a couple years earlier, maybe. But as a face, not a chance.
I think Doink's he's tailing out pretty quick here. If he doesn't last too much in 95.
No, he's gone by Mania, I think, or after Mania. Like by SummerSlam, he's not with any version of Doink is not in
They're gone, yeah. Anymore. He's gone. Yeah. Yep.
And remember, this is not the Matt Bourne Doink anymore. This is the Ray Apollo Doink. So
happy Doink.
Happy Doink. Face Doink. Yeah.
Not drunk Doink. Not drunk. Very depressed Doink.
Yeah.
No, this is the Doink that you would bring to your child's birthday party because you don't know what your child actually likes. So you just
when they turned the clown face, they ruined the character. The clown should have been a evil clown, like a evergreen,
like a Joker, like a Heath Ledger Joker,
basically. Yeah,
but also don't call him Doink.
You call him Bonk. I don't know.
Could have called him Smiley. Smiley the Clown, because that had, or something that is not as just doink.
Jokes McGillicuddy. I don't know.
Doink and
Jokes
dink.
McGillicuddy.
Speaking of sound effects, here's another sound effect.
Yes.
Quang.
Quang. So it's Savio Vega under a ninja mask. New to the company at this time, so no chance. But Savio would be better as Savio, like in a year later. So
Quang. Quangamania.
So entry number 10, the model Rick Martel makes an appearance. I forgot he was in this one. So it's more of a nostalgia pop for him. No chance, but cool to see him, though. He is taking the spot of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who just got fired from WWF. So they had an opening, and they phoned up Rick Martel, and Martel, I guess, was living in Florida at the time. So he's like, yeah, sure, I'll come in for the paycheck. So
Neidhart got fired, but it's not long after this they redid the Hart Foundation.
In
97, yeah, a couple years.
So yeah, so Neidhart is off doing like independent wrestling and stuff at this point. After this,
And battling demons, yeah.
And battling demons, yes, exactly. Entrant number 11, Owen Hart. So
what
Owen
a waste.
He's so he definitely has a shot of winning this Rumble.
Yeah.
The problem is that the mayhem that is Bret the Hitman Hart, the whirling dervish of this pay-per-view, hits.
Comes out and beats the crap out of his brother.
Bret the Hitman Hart in this pay-per-view is the Tasmanian Devil.
He is triggered. He is very triggered tonight.
And just starts shooting on guys, like legit rolling them out. The crowd loves it. They're all into this. They're like, yeah, go get him, Bret. Even though
I think the Bret Owen, even though the feud's kind of dead, I think they still want more.
My biggest issue is on the initial elimination by Bulldog. The production team misses it, so you just hear this huge pop when Timothy Wells comes out. I'm like, what? That confused me. I was like, wow, like, was he big in Florida? What's going on? You know, but
he's not going to win because his name is Timothy.
Timothy Well versus Diesel. I love it.
Yeah. So there's a massive house cleaning at this point in the ring for a lot of people getting eliminated.
Or back to Sean and Bulldog right after.
Basically, Timothy. Yes, yeah. Because entrant 13 is Bush the Whacker Luke. He gets dumped early, so it's back to HBK Bulldog. Jacob Blue, the other Harris brother,
the other SS Nazi member.
Yeah, not long for the Rumble. He's gone. That stops at entrant 15 because King Kong Bundy of the $1 Million Corporation hits. Entrant 16 is Mo, but Bundy throws him over.
Yep.
I would say with the right booking, King Kong Bundy versus Diesel, you have monster, big guy.
He legit has the shot, sure.
Bundy has a character. The problem is his booking.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And the track record as well. Bundy had main evented at WrestleMania before this, don't forget.
With Hogan,
Yep, in the cage, WrestleMania 2. Mo, but Bundy throws him over 16. And then we have, there it is, Mabel. And the square off between
the
Bundy
fat man
and
square
Mabel.
off. The fat man square off.
Not necessarily Hogan Warrior type energy, but still a decent pop. I mean, the crowd went a little nuts for it.
Well,
but
it's 900 pounds staring at itself.
Yeah, you got two big guys that are like, all right, who's the bigger hoss here?
Who ate more at the buffet that day?
Exactly.
Square off between Bundy and Mabel. Entrant 18 was Bushwhacker Bush. Mabel tosses out Bundy, so there goes that square off. And then HBK tosses out Butch. Entrant number 19 is Lex Luger. And Mabel gets tossed out by HBK and Bulldog. And of course, Luger, I would say he's upper mid card / upper card at this point. Obviously what's going on behind the scenes is not public to anybody at this point. So
he could win on paper, but they need to rebuild him. They need to rebuild his character.
Big time. They need to rebuild his character. Yes, absolutely.
It'd probably heel turn him, imagine, because if Diesel's a face.
Oh, then you have evil Lex, yeah. And Lex is better as a bad guy.
He is way better as a bad guy, as we've seen in WCW throughout the years. Yes, absolutely. He's a great heel. Yeah, so that, and then of course, Intro 20, the whole reason why I picked this card, because we were talking about it in the 30th anniversary of the man, half tar, 100% tough. It is Mantar. Our boy is
100% crap also.
I don't know. He got a lot of offense on in this match.
He was throwing some bodies around.
He is in this Royal Rumble, guys, for 9 minutes and 33 seconds.
One of the longest, actually. One of the longest guys in there. Yeah.
One of the longest guys in this. Our boy puts in a stellar performance. Stellar.
Mantar.
What it is.
He's mantaring in there.
Mantar is Mantar.
Jacqueline did enjoy it because she did catch the part of this match. And yeah, he threw a guy into the corner and then he charges up. He puts his little horns up and then he runs at it.
Yeah, he did a whole foot stomp thing and the whole deal. And boom.
Yeah.
If marketed correctly, I still no chance. Never mind.
He'd be AEW champion tomorrow, man.
He could be. Yeah, there we go. Or at least Ring of Honor champ. Could you imagine like him as like a Ring of Honor champ in like the mid 2000s when Ring of Honor was at its peak with like the steel? They're like Mantar, man.
Knowing Daniel Bryan, he would love that.
Oh, Bryan Danielson versus Mantar, sign me up. Let's do it.
Well, he does joke about Mantar quite a bit, being one of his favorite wrestlers to inspire him to become a pro wrestler.
The goat versus the bull. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan comes out as a little hippie matador.
Intro 21, Aldo Montoya immediately locks up with HBK because Montoya behind the scenes is kind of part of the clique.
This is just incredible.
It's just incredible. Yes, that's right. ECW is just incredible.
Is it really?
It is. Yeah. TJ Polanco. Yeah.
Because he came out, I was like, "Oh, here's the Matador to Mantar." like wearing like colors that only like it looks like he's wearing Rastafarian colors because he's got like the green,
Puerto
yellow, and the red.
Oh, is he Portuguese? He's Portuguese.
The Portuguese man of war.
He's Portuguese.
Jesus.
He's a Portuguese guy from New Jersey.
Wow.
Intro 22 was Henry Godwin as Pam Anderson looked on. Intro 23, Billy Gunn, who locks up with Mantar. Intro 24, Bart Gunn, who locks up with Mantar. Intro 25, Bob Backlund, but then the whirling dervish that is Angry Bret Hart
runs in again.
That
just backs him down again. It's just brutal.
What is with Bret?
Brett just is ruining everyone's night.
He's pissed. I mean, in like a storyline sense, like it makes sense that it's like he was having a match, and who are the two guys that interfered and screwed with him the most?
But again, this is heel. He's doing heel tactics, though.
Yep, absolutely.
He's just really mad.
Yep.
Very angry.
We've all seen the good guys sometimes do really mad things. Like in sports, you've seen guys that have just snapped. Like I remember my favorite, the good guy was Cujo. I love Cujo.
When he charged the ref,
Cujo always seemed to have like a good smile on his face.
Tackled the ref,
And then that one game against first of all, I will scream it from the rooftops. That was goaltender interference. Cujo was right.
Upset.
And he's grabbing the ref. Like his mask is off, but he's just red in the face because I was like, we've seen good guys lose their cool.
I remember watching that as a kid on TV and that stuff. That was the heart of that Ottawa Toronto series, right in the playoffs when that happened. Yeah, that was good hockey, man. I enjoyed that. That was fun.
And the Senators have never beaten the Leafs in the playoffs.
There we go. You can take that solace at least. Yep. Stephen Dunn. So well done. We saw Timothy well earlier.
Do you like to retire of wearing thongs over their tights?
Yeah. Again, this is another Smoky Mountain tag team that I have no knowledge of. So it's like, all right. Backlund slowly works his way back into the ring, but then Luger tosses him out. Like
he hasn't got a chance yet.
Bye. Entrant number 27, Moorhouse. Dick Murdoch?
Dick Murdoch, another notorious racist, another confirmed.
Where did they dig up this old fossil? What is he doing in the 95?
He's a wrestler he's an indie wrestler from the 70s, and he's a KKK member. One story I heard is he once told Junkyard Dog and Dusty Rhodes to go to a secret meeting that he didn't tell. He's just like, hey, meet me at this address, and they show up, and it's actually a Klan rally.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to come to a secret meeting of just, gentlemen, guys that want to hang out and that stuff? And so Dusty and JYD are like, yeah, sure. I'm sure we'll be a hit with them. And that's, oh yeah, great. Yeah, come on down. And they go around this corner. It's in the woods somewhere. And the next thing you know, Dusty and JYD are at a KKK rally in the south.
Well, they don't stay there. They pull back immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they just, because obviously. So
that means 10% of this Rumble known Nazis.
That's right, because freedom participants are noted white supremacists. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Believe it or not, our boy Mantar does his best work with Dick Murdoch. It actually looks like an entertaining match between the two of them. So there we go. Intro 28 was Adam Bomb. And at this point, they're making a big deal of HBK and Bulldog still in the match at this point. Intro 29, Fatu, as Lex tosses out Mantar. Our boy had a good run, like we said. 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Not bad, considering that I think like 10% of this Rumble were in for like 2 minutes or less. I read.
He had the 7th longest wrestling time today.
Yeah. Not bad. That's fine. And intro 30 was Crush, who tosses out both Smoking Guns. I'm going to fast forward to the final 5. Luger, Bulldog, Crush, Godwin, and HBK. Luger tosses out Henry Godwin. Good luck in the tag team division. Crushton dumps Lex Luger. Good luck in the tag team division. Because that's what happens with Luger. They tag him with the British Bulldog right after as the Allied Powers going into WrestleMania 11.
We have nothing for you, so you're tag team now.
That's right. Craig looks impressed. But anyway. Bulldog ends up dumping Crush. And there's the big pop as the first two that started the Rumble, British Bulldog and HBK, are the final two left here. HBK's overselling here is absolutely amazing and should be studied.
It's almost reminiscent of this is obviously before, but he did the same thing with Hogan.
This is him wrestling Hogan. Yeah, absolutely.
So you think he's grumpy here because he was grumpy against Hogan?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Was Michaels grumpy at this time? I'm sure he was definitely in his own.
He was in this.
I can't really understand why he would, because he's getting the nod for the main event at Mania, which would be his first. He's getting the chance with the celebrity rub with Pamela Anderson.
His demons are hitting him hard though, right?
Yeah. That's probably why he's grumpy. It's because of
He likes his drugs right now. Yes.
Yeah, drugs and drink, which is noted in HBK's history. The age-old question on the finish: does HBK's feet hit the floor at this spot? This is the infamous photo that is circulated and that stuff and whatever. And if you watch the replay, obviously it's HBK's one foot hits the floor, but not both. And of course, they specifically say every year at Rumble time that to be eliminated, both feet must hit the floor.
We created a brand new rule after this pay-per-view. It's called the Shawn Michaels rule.
Was that in the? I thought they did say both feet have to touch at the beginning of the match.
That's right. But
this is the first time that they've really pushed it, and this is their example.
First time they pushed it, yeah.
So this was definitely a planned spot.
HBK has always been for the older fans of wrestling and that stuff, has been the center behind that rule. Nowadays they call it the Kofi Kingston spot, where Kofi does something goofy along the.
Kofi's was different. This was an elimination, so
yeah.
Kofi just bounces off stuff.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, when I saw this and they do the replay, I was like, well, only 1 foot touched. He's clean.
Yep.
He's in.
Yep. McMahon's call. 1 foot. 1 foot. 1 foot. 1 foot. I'm like, are you measuring something? Is that
Vince repeats himself a lot.
He does.
It's just one of my it's different. Like he does the repetition thing when it's not good, whereas like JR does the repetition thing when it is good.
Yes.
I find.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, that's not the word. It has to be a quick, snappy word.
Yeah.
For instance, Stone Cold wins. Was that against
Stone
Michaels?
Cold. Yeah.
Austin. Right? You know, like it's like a quick thing, and it's usually at the right moment.
Rock. The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock. You know.
By God.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like the repetition can work, but it can't be something that is like the multi-syllable. Like it's you start sounding like the Princess Bride. You're just like inconceivable.
The problem is he says
R.I.P. Rob.
he says unbelievable so many times that it's like, well, it is believable because it's happening all the time.
It's happening all the time. I just think you're new to calling a wrestling match.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So 1 foot hit, both have to hit for the thing. And then Pam Anderson is with HBK at Mania, or so we think, and Pyro as HBK celebrates. Did I input the frame in that I want? I don't think. And then
Pam's just like, yeah, whatever.
Pam is like, oh great.
I have this somewhere. I just was trying to find this.
It's like literally like the popular girl in school who is being told that she has to dance with like the guy who wants the prom king, and it's just like the horniest guy.
He's the clown. He's the clown Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's like the dude that has the clap already, and he's like, "It's you and me, Pammy, at WrestleMania," and he starts doing the dancing thing at her and stuff, and she's already like, "Oh no."
Did you know I was named Homecoming King 4 years in a row?
Right.
There's a reason why they call me the Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I'm married to the drummer of Motley Crue.
And from what I heard from the stories I've heard, he was annoying Pamela Anderson as well at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt that he was trying to like basically get with her.
He was trying hard. Yeah.
Of course he was.
Yeah, because it's Shawn Michaels.
But I think Pamela said he came off as like a super nerd. She was just not that interested.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. So that's not the photo I was talking about right there, but you can kind of tell she's like, oh yeah, that's nice, lovely.
Whatever.
Man.
Yeah.
This is the photo I was talking about, right?
Oh
here.
yes.
She does not care.
She's like, yay.
That is total. I have my check. It cleared. I am just here so I don't get fined.
Hey, that's a good shot of Sean. He's balding already at 95.
Yep, starting to go.
It's weird with Sean because he starts to bald, but the eye is still straight, and then something happens, and then his eye starts to go crooked.
Kane, and he has a match with Kane. Kane socks him and ruins his eye. Yeah,
it's a screen like that, and so it's.
When was that match? Was that Kane Michaels?
It was like 05 or 06. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 05.
Oh, it's like unmasked Kane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So there we go.
Sean doesn't blame Kane for anything. He's just like, it happened. So.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so, because who's the guy that kicked Cesaro that like knocked his teeth up into his mouth or something?
Great question.
Because that was a match, and Cesaro was like, "I don't blame him. It was a freak accident."
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless you're no good son of a bitch, Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. Which the only guy Bret Hart didn't beat up in his pay-per-view. What's going on?
But I think, and I mean, this is exactly where it's like, attitude and how you conduct yourself really comes into play, because Goldberg has always kind of been like, I never wanted to be a wrestler. I wanted to play football and play for the Atlanta
Falcons. I can make money at wrestling. Yeah.
I can make money doing this. And I mean, I just want to go out there and I just want to hit guys. That's what I do. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to do this week after week after week after week. You play football games once a week. And even then you have to have a bye, and guys are getting injured all the time. Right. Like you couldn't do every not only every week, but like twice a week doing playing football. Like you couldn't have an NHL style schedule. It's like, you have 3 games this week. You would die. There'd be nobody left. Everybody would be injured.
Your rosters would have to be like 200 men deep to have 3 games all a week. Yeah.
It would be, you'd have like game 1, game 2. You'd have like a rotation like baseball for players.
Yeah, you'd have to do it that way. That's the only way that would work, right?
No, you
that
can-
you'd have
yeah.
a B team, a C team, and an A team or something, and that's the A team plays
And-
once a week, B team plays once a week, C team, and so on.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
And like I mean, it'd be ridiculous, but like I've seen the footage of the kick on Hart, and like
Yeah.
it is a full on like, oh yeah,
He walks right into it. Yeah.
yeah.
He extends that leg. Like it's bad.
It was the
I
Mortal
mean-
Kombat style kick.
I mean, 90% of that is Bill Goldberg's fault, but at the
Brett
risk
should
of
have
being,
had his.
you know,
But I
Brett should
do
have had his
think-
head up. Yeah,
And I
Brett
do
could have
think-
done a better job of protecting himself there too. So yes,
But he already had a concussion, I think, at that time.
that's right. Yes,
He was already rocked, and then he got kicked in the head.
yeah, and that's pretty much.
Yeah,
not.
I think Brett was mistaking that he was in there with somebody that knew what they were doing and was going to pull the kick.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's
This
like,
isn't
I'm
Kurt Hennig. I'm not fighting Kurt Hennig right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Or Owen, like Owen wouldn't do this to me.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Or at that point, was it after '99? Owen was already passed.
Owen's
That-
already gone.
well, May of
Yeah.
'99, right? So yeah,
Okay, so okay.
and then Starrcade was December of '99. So yeah, so that's
Yeah.
almost 2000 at that point. We get into the strategy tips portion of the video cassette because don't forget we did the strategy tips thing. And I don't have my strategy tips graphic, which sucks. But anyway, whatever. That's fine. It's strategy tips. What did you guys think of the NBA Jam cheat codes?
After the match, I just turned it off. I was like, I'm good. I didn't watch the cheat code.
I knew there was on there, but I didn't watch it because I don't have an
Okay.
actual copy of NBA Jam.
Yeah,
I think we
I was
talked.
like-
I think we talked about the video game stuff off at the beginning of the pod stream here and that stuff. But of course, you get codes from Pet and Gill for NBA Jam Tournament Edition. You get True Lies codes, and
Ooh.
you get codes for Warlock.
Is it the true? Is it the code to watch Sharon Stone dance?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's Jamie Lee Curtis. You're thinking.
Sorry, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes.
Yeah. Sharon Stone was Total Recall.
Right.
You forget we're married, and then she tries to blast him with a gun, but she. And they were still using Lord Alfred Hayes's VO for the information slide in 1995 to write to.
You could write to the WWF, and they might write back.
Well, what it was they were just basically grabbing addresses to send their catalog out to. That's what
Yep.
that was. So.
And those catalogs are fun to look through if you ever get one.
We've done that before on the channel. Check out the
Yeah.
merch search series here on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited from a few years ago. We got to start doing that again. That'd be fun. We got to start getting these guys involved in merch search. And
Yeah, we can all get the denim Monday Night Raw shirt.
That's right.
There we go.
The
It's a
denim,
full
Monday Night-
denim with long sleeves and just a Monday Night Raw logo on your little chest.
the 1995 the hat that Owen was wearing in the pre-show promo, the black and white gradient WWF hat backwards.
Yep.
You can wear that. Be cool.
I want just one of like the red Raw shirts that they wore all the wrestlers wore during the draft.
Yes.
A red T-shirt that says Raw.
It should just say Jobber.
Red shirts die first. Red shirts.
Oh,
die
I'll get the blue SmackDown shirt, just like Funaki. Funaki always just came out in the SmackDown T-shirt.
Number one SmackDown announcer.
Number one announcer.
Indeed.
Yes, for sure. Love it. Love it stuff. All right, boys. It is time to rank this thing out of 10. So on the ranking scale, we'll start. I'll start with this one this time since it was my pick on this. I am going to give the 1995 Royal Rumble a solid, right in the middle. Well, not really solid, but mediocre 5 out of 10. It's a mediocre Royal Rumble that leads up to a mediocre WrestleMania. There's a lot of fun in this card, but it's the wrong kind of fun, where it's the cheeseball type fun, not the purposeful laughing type fun. It's kind of like, oh, this is a Rumble match on speed with a lot of jobbers in this match as well. The Brett Diesel main event is
Was the main event?
it was not a main event. Sorry, the title match, I should say. My bad. The title match was okay until the ending. The Intercontinental title match is okay until the ending. And the actual matches that we have a decision in are meh. And I mean, like the tag title match, it's great, but then you look ahead the next night, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's all for naught. And then the Rumble match itself. Again, quickest Rumble match in history, and it's a credit to the wrestlers that they had at the time there. That I think what was the final count for those who had a legit shot? Maybe 6 during that.
No, 3.
3. Okay, yeah,
3.
3. So free wrestlers that would have had a legit shot.
Lex, Bulldog, and Sean.
HBK. Yeah. Exactly. So
I would say one more. I would say Lex, Bulldog, and Sean. And I thought, the guy that was getting hyped up, and it was certainly seemed that the fans kind of liked him a bit, was Crush.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah.
I thought Crush maybe the way they could have booked him. I mean, the way they were talking about him on the pay-per-view, and maybe they could have built him.
Monster heel.
I don't think they would have done it a very good job of it, but I think he could have potentially had a shot.
Monster heel versus Monster face at Mania. Yeah, okay.
Because after this, Crush becomes a biker.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Right. Well, he gets arrested. We don't see him in WWF for a while.
Over a year, and then he comes back as
over a year, and he comes back. Yeah. Drug possession charges in Hawaii. So he does some time on the Big Island before he
Kona Crush was crushing the Konas.
he was crushing the cocaine. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Just absolutely terrible. So there we go. Yeah. So boys, go ahead with your rankings out of 10. Craig, we'll go to you. We'll go below.
I'll get it a 6 out of 10. I think this could have been it could be an 8 out of a 10 had the Intercontinental match had a better ending, had the title match had a bit of a better ending. Even the Taker IRS match, like, had there been not as much shenanigans and a little bit, you could still do some shenanigans stuff, but like have the monks be a little more, make a little bit more sense. But I mean, this is 95 campy WWF, so it's
very campy.
You're not going to get that. I mean, like, and then I think I kind of like the short Rumble match. Like, I didn't think there was too many, I mean, Bret Hart coming in as the whirling dervish, definitely throw some things out of whack. I mean, Owen, I guess, could have been another contender. At
that point, you have Rick Martel and Dick Murdoch in this thing for whatever reason. Pull one of them out and put Bret in one of those spots.
Yeah.
And just,
like surprise entrance or something like that.
Yeah, surprise entrance.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing? Oh my
God. He
God.
lost his world title match, but now he's in the Rumble.
Yeah, he's going for a world title slot at Mania. What's going on?
You have a spot, like do the thing where they did with Mick Foley with the Austin in that Rumble where was it
Three
Foley?
Faces of Bret?
No, but not that one. But when Foley,
Tag team era Bret, Jobber era Bret,
because Foley was doing the feud with Randy Orton before WrestleMania 20 or whatever. Austin was a GM, and he took out like Test or somebody, and then Austin's backstage. He goes, "Well, you're my number 21 entrant. Get out to the ring." And then McFoley comes out, right? And so it's like, do something like Dick Murdoch's backstage and have Jack
by Bret being a whirling dervish, and then okay.
And then it's
Dick
like
Murdoch just took out Ahmed Johnson. I guess you're in the Rumble now, Dick.
Yeah. Or like, well, no, have Dick Murdoch out, and then it's like somebody else is coming out to the ring, and it's Bret Hart. He's the surprise entrant. He comes out, and then he could do that stuff with Bob Backlund and Owen.
Much like what they did with I Show Speed at last year's Rumble, where Salad got jumped, and then it's like, okay, Speed's in there. All right.
And then Bret can get taken out by like Bulldog. There's some tension there because
there you go. Yeah, and then you can play off of the past rivalry between Bret and Bulldog, right?
Exactly. So like, and then it leads with Bulldog and Sean.
Yeah.
And there you go. So I think
plus the promos from Bulldog in the coming weeks saying, "Yes, I took out both of my brother-in-laws. Ain't I great?" Or something.
Ain't I great?
Fantastic.
I'm bizarre.
It's Davey Boy Jarrett.
Man, we're better booking this than it actually is.
I know. I was like, you know
what happens. We know what happens.
It's a 6 out of 10. I gave it, but I could see potential for it to be better. I don't mind the short Rumble match, and I didn't think it was that bad. So,
there we go. So, Moorhouse, what did you think? What is the total on the card there?
This all felt like a Monday Night Raw Superstars to me, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'm not a fan of the Rumble because I felt the pacing didn't allow the wrestlers to build on their characters at all. They're just thrown out. All the two good matches, both title matches, had screwy finishes. Undertaker IRS was very gimmicky, and then Yeah, your main event was the $1 Million Corporation versus 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly, and that should never be a main event for
No.
your pay-per-view.
No. Well, and there's special attraction, the Rumble match there and that stuff. Everything. And then, all that was to set up LT and Bam Bam, right? So
yeah, and then the tag team match didn't matter because they dropped the belts to Smoking Guns, who weren't even in the tournament the next night.
That's right. The next night, and the Smoking Guns hold the belts until Mania, in which they lose to Owen and the returning Yokozuna.
Yep. Owen has to wrestle because Yoko can't wrestle now.
Yoko can't wrestle, so Owen just has a match with both Smoking Guns until it's time to tag in Yoko for the bonsai, and Yoko hits the bonsai. That's how that one works.
Basically, they reduced Yoko's workload to about 2 or 3 minutes a night.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. But they still wanted to put a belt on him, so it's like, here, tag team champ. Great. Whatever.
Well, he still has his aura. I mean, to me, Yokozuna would, if he entered this Rumble, he would still be a threat because he's.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's going to throw him out? Nobody.
And he's a former 2-time champion
and a former Rumble winner from '93, right? So there we go. So that's that. So anyway, I'll tell the Undertaker now to rest in peace, and it's down at the bottom, and that's it. So that's the end of the '95 WWF Royal Rumble in opinion and review portion of the pod stream. Thanks again, Moorhouse, for ripping that for us so we can take a look at it. The man who is not here has choice of the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It will come sometime early in January-ish for, whenever we can book it or whatever. It'll be Mr. TL, his choice for show. I have no idea where he's going to arc. For that, because obviously he's not there or here right now, I should say. So
could be anything.
It could be anything.
He could even want to talk about an AEW pay-per-view.
He could. He's got a mystery box. It could even be a boat. We don't know.
No whammies, no whammies.
No whammies, no whammies. Could be even another boat. The boat could be another boat. Well, let's get the social media mentions out of the way. You can follow me over on the link trees. Where's the link tree thing? I forgot where that is. That's up here somewhere. Actually, if you just hit this, that's the channel URL, tinyurl.com/Nitromaniac TV. Pass the links along, and everybody can subscribe up and not miss a second. We have some cool stuff up on the channel over the holidays here to tide you over and everything. This, of course, going up. We had our Christmas Spectacular, and I decided to cut out the Wrestling Jeopardy portion of the show and make it its own video. So Wrestling Jeopardy is now up, as hosted by Craig P. Fraser, up on the channel. And you can check that out at your leisure. Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Jeopardy whenever you can. Craig, where is... Okay, there we go. Dark Ascension LARP. You guys are getting ready for a busy 2026. Right?
Dark Ascension LARP, here we come. We got the last few days of 2025 ticking away here in the next week, and we're into 2026. April 18th, we've named the game now. It's April 18th at Camp Maskatoon on Pigeon Lake. It is Dark Ascension presents Fireflies.
Ooh.
The name of the first game.
Sounds spooky.
You can check us out at darkascensionlarp.com. You can also check out our Discord, Dark Ascension LARP.
I like it. All right, there we go. That's that. You guys are both on the Blue Skies, so
yep.
Moorhouse, you're over on the Blue Sky House Calls, bluesky.social. Craig P. Fraser is CP Fraser at bluesky.social, as you can see at the bottom of the thing. I'm Kellen Nitro at bluesky.social. I'm Kellen Nitro basically everywhere on the interwebs. Trademark. That's my link tree. All the links for everything I'm involved in is
sponsored by Tim Hortons. No.
I hope so.
No,
I hope so.
Don't get us in trouble, man.
No.
They're coming for us now. What
I'm going to get sued by Tim Hortons. Great.
I'm
sponsored by the Edmonton Elks.
I'm missing 4 base cards out of the Tim Hortons hockey set for this year, and then I got all the base cards for the set. So
good job.
Yeah, I'm just missing the 4, and they had a big Boxing Week sale, I should say, on their thing where they were clearing out packages of them and that. So hopefully they are in there. We'll see what happens, but fingers crossed with that. The boys at work got me addicted onto the cards this fall, so I'm back cracking packs, as kids call it. So
used to do that.
Yeah. Nitromaniac TV at gmail.com. If you would like to interrupt the wheel of shows and bring forth a show for us to There you go. For us to review on the channel, please email us at nitromaniactv@gmail.com. The only ground rules we have is if you do send us the show, please send us a link to the video where the show is hosted, because we don't want to be searching for some obscure pay-per-view from like 1986 that only aired in like, you know, the Connecticut market or something like that, or whatever.
And maybe tell us why too, because you know, if you just tell us to watch some random WCW Thunder from '99 just because you're bored, well, there has to be a point.
We have had people in the past that have done that, you know, and I unfortunately have brought these guys along on shows that have done that just because it's okay, we're bored. Hey, here's the show, Dance Monkey. Here's the show. All right, you know, we're beyond that point now.
Watch the Brawl for All.
No.
Well, no,
I don't want to do that.
What was it? The whole thing that just came online today on the channel, the Hollywood or the Brawl in the Family. Is that what?
That tape from '95, yeah.
That tape from '95 that immediately is right after this Brawl in the Family.
I know better tapes than '95. I'll go watch a Goofy movie.
Wasn't the Lion King in '95 too?
No, '94.
'94. Okay. What's the big one?
Pocahontas was '95.
Okay, Pocahontas. Yes, that's right. That's okay. I mean, it's not, you know.
It's got some slap music in it.
There's
some great soundtrack. It's also wildly
music that you, but some of the soundtrack you can't play today because cancellations.
Let's get down to business. Yes.
Let's move on.
Oh, sorry. That is.
No, the bad one from Pocahontas is Savages, Dirty, Rotten Savages.
Savages. Yeah, right. Gotcha. Exactly. Top 3 Disney movies. Go.
Ooh. Robin Hood, number 1.
Okay, that's a good one. That's highly underrated. Yes.
Yeah, probably Beauty and the Beast number 2, and Lilo and Stitch 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good mix. That's a good mix.
For me, I would say, in no particular order, Hercules.
That's good. Yeah.
Tarzan. Sword in the Stone.
Oh, that's a classic. That third one.
That's a good one.
I want to put The Rescuers on my list, so I'll put it down as.
That's a good one.
Which one though? Original or Down Under?
The original just barely beats out Down Under, in my opinion, because I still like Down Under as well too, but the original was good, like really good. So that's number 3. Number 2, Jungle Book, because of I was in Cubs and Scouts, so knowing the lore behind the Jungle Book and all that stuff, the Shere Khan and all the characters in that helps out a lot in that world, so that's good. That's basically a Scout's Holy Bible at that point, so if you're into that. But and then number 1, I think I'm going to have to go with Lion King, honestly.
It's a really good
one. Lion King for sure.
No complaints with any of those. Yeah.
No. It's anything basically. Well, I don't want to say everything Disney produced between like or reproduced from like 86 on to like 2000. Made money.
Pretty much until they do Atlantis and Home on the Range.
Atlantis is terrible. Yes.
What?
And I never saw Home on the Range.
I don't know. I might push back on that one.
Okay.
I liked Atlantis.
It was bad, man.
Fair enough. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
Honorable mention though for later Disney, Emperor's New Groove.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
The Poison for Cusco.
Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Cusco's poison. Crunk for the lever. Wrong lever. Yes, exactly. So, so we await Mr. TL's decision on what show he will do next, or he will make us do next, I guess. And I forgot the other ground rule too. If you're requesting a show, so if you're sending us an email as well, we are instituting the 20-year rule. So, on the day that you're submitting it, the show has to be at youngest 20 years from the day that you submitted it, i.e. it is, as we're recording it, December 28th, 2025. anything from December 28th, 2005 or older will do. Sound good? Capiche? Which means we're getting into a new year.
06.
So a whole new year has opened up to you. Yes, 2006 is on the table. And
King
if we want to start doing 2006 stuff, I am all for doing 2006 stuff.
Which means to me that WrestleMania 20 is on the table.
It is on the table.
Yep. Even 22.
It is quite on the table, yes.
But 06 does have one of my favorite heel characters, and that's King Booker T, where he's just pretending to be a British royal, but until he gets things he doesn't want, and then he breaks character and just goes full.
The end of the end of 06 also means that ECW December to Dismember is on the table as well.
Oh, that's a bad one. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll see if TL decides to join us for that one. Maybe, I don't know.
I believe that one gets our friend Paul Heyman fired.
Yeah, it does. Yes. For sure. So, but anyways, for Craig P. Fraser, for myself, Kellen Nitro, and for Moorhouse, we will bid you adieu, good night, and thanks again, you guys, for all the support in 2025. We'll see you in 2026, as this is our last show for 25 going forward. We'll also be doing some pay-per-view recaps and that stuff. Nothing in January because the Rumble's in Saudi, and we kind of don't do the Saudi shows at all or anything like that. But we'll do, maybe we'll do. I know that Moorhouse and I recorded something around Rumble 97 as well. So I'll put that together and put it up on the channel sometime in January, and we'll get things going. But anyways, lots of great stuff coming here on the channel. So see you next time here on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. Happy wrestling watching.
You got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.